everybody, welcome on back to the Cars Garage. Now, before we get on with this review here, I do want to point out we have a brand new background for our reviews now here on the Cars Garage. Now, I just flipped around my desk. There's just so much to look at now in the background. We even got the clock ticking up there. And I'll be switching out some of the cars, like the ones down there. I might switch them out once in a while. The ones up there, I might do that as well. But of course, you get kind of like a little sneak peek of some of the other cars that I may be reviewing soon. Like Noriyuki, for example, up there. Royce Revsley, Dad's Jammin', Greebles. So anyways, we're taking a look at the NASCAR Lightning McQueen today. This NASCAR series that Mattel started in 2021. It's really cool. It actually, obviously, just takes Piston Cup racers that we know and love, including McQueen, and it just transforms their paint jobs. Really just makes them look like real-life NASCAR race cars, I guess. It's kind of like a series that kind of breaks the fourth wall a bit, though, because of course, NASCAR doesn't exist in the world of cars. The Piston Cup does. That's the equivalent of NASCAR in the world of cars. But, this is just a fun series. It doesn't have to be canonical with the rest of the Cars timeline, I don't think, at least. It's just a fun die-cast line. And they actually kept it going until just this last year, 2022. And this is, of course, what this one is. I never had any of these cars, though. I never found any of them. They're really just exclusive to Walmart, I believe. But I don't know why. They never sold them here in Canada. But now, they're actually showing up at the Dollarama, of all places. You may have seen my short video I did, when I found the first two that I found, which I actually have right here. Let me show you. Go Logano and Eric Almirola. Those are the first two I found. And then, luckily, my grandma actually found the other ones for me, including this brand new 2022 Lightning McQueen here. Now, this isn't the original Lightning McQueen that they made for the series. This is actually the second version. The really only difference, though, it's the same paint job it has. Only difference is different rims, different wheels completely, and a slightly new expression. So it's pretty cool. I think it's actually a new mold. But like I said, I don't have any of the other ones. This is my first NASCAR car that we're going to be unboxing. I only have one, so I will be unboxing it. But first, before we open it, I want to take a quick look at the packaging, because it is pretty cool. I just don't like how they don't change it for each car. It'd be nice if they made like separate artworks, but they didn't do that. McQueen's just on the artwork for all of them. Nice side view of him. Really cool paint job. Can't wait to take a look at it once we get him out of the package. And there's his new next-gen wheels, which they added in 2022. That's why it says new for 2022. But yeah, we have the Mattel logo up there. It really mimics the 2021 package style for the main line. It's cool that we have a blister as well. Like an actual bubble blister, not just one that, just like covers the car. Definitely more plastic on this one, but I do like the look of this better. And we have a name tag as well, the NASCAR logo, and a really cool font for Lightning McQueen there, his name. I just like the packaging. But anyways, on the back here we have the checkered flag background, and it just shows all the other cool cars that are in the series. There's more than this, but these are some of them. Jackson Storm, Ryan Inside Laney, and Danny Suarez, Eric Almirola, Go Logano, Bubba Wheelhouse, and Rowdy Revin Bush. I actually have all of them except for Ryan Inside Laney and Danny Suarez. And you can actually see them. I focus in way back there. I'll just point to them. You can see them back there on the little shelf there in the Cars Garage. But anyways, I didn't want to, show too much of them. I wanted to put them in the background. NASCAR logo once again. Even the RSN logo. They always put that on newer cars. I find that interesting. But anyways, without any further ado, let's get this brand new looking McQueen all out of his package. I feel like people always ask this. In Cars 3, why did McQueen not change his model and turn himself into a next-gen so he could beat Jackson Storm? Well, first of all, I don't think that would have been even possible. And second of all, it would just destroy the main message of the story about accepting change and everything. But at least he certainly does look the part now of a next-gen with this new NASCAR paint job. And then, of course, these wheels, too. Check those out. Light-year tires. Really cool rims on them. Love the silver. These are the same wheels that Bubba Wheelhouse and Rowdy Ribbon Bush had, the other two 2022 NASCAR diecast. So cool that they carried that over to McQueen as well. I wish they would have done the same to like Jackson Storm and really all of the ones that were re-released for the year. But I guess that's alright. That would have been too many variants anyways. But here's the Rusty's 95 pit stop barrier that also comes with McQueen. It's just a little piece of plastic. It's hollow in the inside. Not, you know, breaking Mattel's bank to make it, but cool that they included it. Nice Rusty's logo with the lightning bolt going through it. And the 95 over here. And it even has a nice little gradient on the bottom. It's all dark red and then goes up to a brighter red. So I like it. It's got a little slant to it as well. It looks like it reminds me of like the erase wall or something like that. So that's pretty cool. But McQueen looks incredible. Let's take a look at this paint job now. Love the Rusty's logo on the hood. Very reminiscent of the Rusty's paint job he has in the beginning of Cars 3. The one that he actually gets his crash in. Pretty iconic paint job. Got the lightning bolt running through it. Nice little zigzag. And he has his, of course, his little tiny lightning bolts as well. I'm glad that they carry those on over. It would just occur to me that those don't actually come on the World Grand Prix McQueen from Cars 2. Very strange there. I never really realized that. But I love all the decals he has. Really cool one right here. Piston Cup 7-time champion. I love that's just a nice little detail they added. Shows that they were pretty invested in this NASCAR line of diecast. Because like no other McQueen has had that. And the fact that they got it right too. 7-time Piston Cup champion. Now I've heard that apparently Mattel didn't have much to do with this series. They just kind of made the cars. It was more between Disney, I assume Pixar as well, and NASCAR. It was more like a partnership with them. So I don't know about that, but that's what I've heard. 95 though in black and white on the side. Same with the Rusty's logo. I love all the black and white decals. Very cool and unique change of pace to see that. Green gas cap, which I find kind of interesting. I think all the NASCAR diecasts have that. That's probably realistic for them to have that, so that's cool. And I love the nice little thin lightning bolt on the top, some yellow trim on the bottom, and then I really like this checkered flag design they got integrated in between the lightning bolt and that little trim down there. Very cool, black and white, or black and dark gray. Really cool. And of course some contingency sponsors as well. Clutch Aid, Revolting, Octane Gain, RPM, and Vitaline. Very nice. Really cool. That checkered flag design goes all the way to the back. No yellow trim though. Kind of find that surprising. Still looks cool though. Rusty's logo back there. And a tiny little 95 in black and white on his left taillight there. Same design on this side though. Nothing's really changed. So really cool detail they added on the side. And they do this for all the NASCAR diecast. It's called a window net. So what a window net is basically you just put it in the window of the race car, the side windows I should say, and it just protects the driver who's inside. Now in McQueen's case, of course, there is no driver inside, so like I said earlier, breaking the fourth wall a bit. Doesn't really make sense to have that. How would they even get into the window? Who knows? But this is an extended line. It's not canonical to the Cars franchise, so it really doesn't matter. Although, I mean, it definitely could have been canonical. You could have tried to make it that way. But I feel like the window nets kind of defeat that purpose. Because then it's like, well, why are you using window nets? What does that really help in the world of cars? Probably nothing. But it just makes it look cool. It makes it look like a real NASCAR race car. So, I mean, I don't mind if they added it. I think he looks awesome either way. But yeah, this is a really cool design for McQueen. Has his Lightning McQueen signature up there, of course. A giant 95 on top. Black and white. And of course, the Rusty's text on the spoiler. Definitely reminiscent of that Rusty's Cars 3 McQueen, like I said. We'll be comparing him to that one in a second here. But first, I want to do a nice little comparison of McQueen with all of his movie counterparts. Because I actually have one, all of them, from Vietnam. So here's the Cars 1 McQueen, Cars 2 McQueen, and Cars 3 McQueen here. This is just the regular Rusty's version. These are all Vietnam-made variants, so I thought it'd be a nice, easy comparison. I'm lucky to have them all, or maybe not so lucky, because they're really horrible quality on almost all of them. So let's start taking a look. I guess we'll start with good old McQueen from Cars 1. Why not? But yeah, this one's horrible quality. I really don't like this one at all, especially the eyes. Zoom in on those. The worst eyes I've ever seen on any car. Look at that. I mean, you can't even make out what that is. Is that really supposed to be an eye? I mean, I guess it should be, but we can't really be sure. It's just horrible decals. And then the thing that's really surprising, the decals on the hood, horrible. The decals on the side, clear as can be. So I don't really understand why Vietnam cars do what they do. Why are some decals clear, some decals aren't? Like, this is a compressed sticker on the side, and then on the hood, they must have like tried to compress paint. I don't really know. I like to see how these cars are made, but we've never really gotten any like documentary or anything like that on them. Well, I don't expect them to make a documentary on Cars Diecast, but you know, it would be cool to get a little video to see how they're made, because I'm really interested sometimes to know. But yeah, see, on this McQueen, they did use the compressed paint, or whatever that is. It certainly isn't a compressed sticker, because it would have came out much clearer if it was. But I don't know, just they applied it better, I guess. That logo, that Rusty's logo up there on the fender back there, not perfect, but I mean, it's not horrible. The one on the hood is really good, but some of them are better than others. It's kind of ironic, because this one on the hood is not good, and the sides are really good, so I don't really get it. I don't know why Mattel does what they does, but luckily they don't make cars in Vietnam anymore. I think they realize that they don't make very good quality cars. This one, this World Grand Prix McQueen, or Lightning McQueen with the racing wheels, it's even worse though, by a long shot. Look at these logos on the side there. I mean, can't even make out what that says. It's horrible. Never seen a worse car than this, I don't think. Not to mention the spoiler is just kind of like barely hanging on there. They didn't apply that very nicely. I don't know what it is about Vietnam cars, but they don't care about the quality, I guess. But not very nice, because it really shows. So we'll compare them to the Cars 3 McQueen, and then I definitely want to do the comparison of the Rusty's Cars 3 McQueen, because that's where I would say he's most similar to. This one's not good either. This is actually from the 11 pack, which I'll be reviewing soon, and we'll be able to riff on it even more, because there are some really bad cars in that pack. They're all made from Vietnam, and they all suck. I gotta tell you that. Sally looks really weird. Rusty and Dusty look horrible. Ugh, I can't wait to show you guys that, because it's not very good looking. These eyes are pretty blurry as well. But anyways, let's take a look at a Chinese-made car now, because they always make them good from there. So yeah, these guys definitely do share a very similar paint job, as you can tell. They even have the same mold, which I'm a little bit upset about, because I thought this one had a brand new mold, but I guess not. The expressions are the exact same. I thought they weren't, but I guess they are. But yeah, the logos on the hood are the same for the most part, like the same shape, same like text, I guess, but just they just filled it in with white and black instead of the red and orange and yellow. Pretty similar expression too, but this one has obviously, well, it's Vietnamified with the black line there. And of course it has a, I would say like a higher hump on the one eyelids there. But yeah, you can see on the sides, not too much has changed. I mean, quite a bit has changed, but just everything's like in the same spot, the 95 and everything for the most part. The contingency sponsors are in a very different spot though. That's kind of interesting. I just don't like the Cars 3 mold. I really don't, for McQueen. It really shouldn't be any different, and I don't know why they ever changed it in the first place. They did. When Cars 3 came out, they decided to change his mold for his diecast, and I just don't understand why. At first we thought, was it to make him fit on Hot Wheels tracks, I think someone said. But I mean, that doesn't even make sense. Why would they do that? I don't understand, at least. If you guys know, please tell me in the comments below, because I don't know why they would change a good thing. I really don't. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Before we go, I do want to show this mud racing McQueen here, the XRS one. Only because I think he looks a little similar, because he has the mixture of the red, yellow, and black. There's quite a bit of black on his design. This yellow is a really faded down yellow. It's kind of interesting that they have, you know, changed the yellow up a bit. But not my favorite, gotta be honest. I just like the look of black mixed in with McQueen's red and yellow paint job. I think it looks so cool. And it definitely looks better on this one. Bright yellow is always better than faded yellow, I think. But yeah, I think he looks amazing. I really do. One of my favorite McQueen variants, to be honest. And I can't wait to get some more NASCAR diecast all opened up, because we got a bunch of them back there, as you can tell in the background. They're pretty blurred out though. I think next we're gonna do Jackson Storm, probably, just to get the basics out of the way. And then we'll go with some funner ones, like probably Go Logano, Eric Elmer Rolling, and then I'll probably save the best for last with Bubba Wheelhouse and Rowdy Revan Bush. Because those ones are some pretty rare ones. Well, not really rare, but I just think they're exciting, and they definitely are. It really is a shame that we never got the Taco Mint NASCAR racer. I thought that was a given. I thought we were going to get it for sure. And then Mattel just kind of like, I guess, ended the line. They didn't technically cancel it, like I was talking earlier. And there was rumors that it could come back. I guess they only had a 2-year contract, and that contract ended. But it's weird because they ended the line in the middle of 2022. So I don't know if they had... Was the contract really expired? I don't know about that. I think I smell something fishy here. Hopefully it comes back one day. I guess we'll have to be optimistic about it. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you all next time on the Cars Garage.